slanted beam. I know the geometry of this room, a comfort that feels like a heavy weight. Partitions meant to protect, now just keeping the chaos at bay. Shadows stretch across the floor, the handle is cold, tarnished by the salt and years. It rattles the structures losing shape. Oh, the light is turning to amber, drifting, shifting, drifting, shifting, and the foundation begins to lift underneath, 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 underneath. Safe in the stillness, starving for the storm, tracing the outline of a life I'm afraid to form. Wallpaper peeling back to the drywall ribs, sand creeps under the jam. Oh, golden grains burying the evidence. This temple to being alone dissolve. Corners rounding off, softened by the gale. The roof groans, timber starting to split. No more reasons to wait. The lock snaps like a breaking bone. It opens the horizon, takes it all. Oh, the world is turning to amber, drifting, shifting, drifting, shifting, and the foundation begins to sift underneath, 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 underneath. Safe in the stillness, starving for the storm, tracing the outline of life I'm afraid to form. Safety was a cage of stained glass, beautiful, but the air is running out. We are ghosts haunting the architecture of our own hesitation. So let the ceiling turn to sky. Evaporates like mist, sun paints the world in deep red skin, shedding in the breeze, lighter, walking through the dry ocean. Ember drift, ember. The house is gone.
The dashboard clock glows a toxic green, blinking 3 a.m.
I'm the only heartbeat on this stretch of Interstate 10. Just me, the smell of stale coffee, and the endless yellow lines. High beams cut in the dark, slicing through the desert night like holy water. The silence out here is heavy, it presses against the glass. A vacuum sealed chamber moving at 70 miles an hour through the past. I reach for the knob, the cracked plastic volume dial, seeking a voice, a song, anything to prove I'm not the last soul on earth for a while. The FM band is a graveyard of static and Spanish preachers fading in and out. I turn it slowly, searching for a pulse in the electrical storm, consumed by doubt. Every station is a dead end, a hiss of white noise and forgotten dreams, until the needle slips between the cracks, or so it seems. My fingers trace the frequencies, the dead zones between the cities, where the signal goes to die, drowning in the electricity. Then a crackle, a pop, a sudden clarity in the fuzz. Not music, not a sermon, just a pulse beneath the buzz. It's a sound that stops my lungs and grips the wheel tight, a piercing familiarity, breaking the monochrome out. I'm tuning into the ghost of me, a frequency that shouldn't be. It's the sound of a child ringing clear and true, laughing at a joke nobody knew. Caught in the airwaves, bouncing off the moon, a lost transmission in the desert gloom. Tonight I'm tuning into the ghost of me. Static speaks the truth and sets the memory free. The static sings the songs I used to know. The static sings the songs I used to know. It's unmistakably mine, the breathless hiccup and giggle from a summer in 95, backyard hose water and a worm's wiggle. I can see the sunspots in my eyes, just hearing the tone. How did it get here? Trapped in the atmosphere, terrified and alone, drifting over the Mohev like a wandering spirit, searching for a receiver. Slow the car down, tires crunching on the gravel shoulder, a silent believer. I need to hear the texture of that joy, the grain of that innocence, this uncanny wonder, terrifying and beautiful, defying all sense. The radio display says 880, but that channel is dead air. Yet here I am listening to my own history, broadcast live, stripped bare. The laughter loops, a pure sample of a soul before the weight, before the heart breaks, the debts and the twists of fate. The signal wave is dipping into the white noise cathedral. I hold my breath, afraid to break the connection. This miracle to theory. Is this a glitch in the matrix, or a tear in the sky, or just the desert playing tricks on a tired mind, asking why? I wanna rewind the years, reach through the speaker mesh, tell that kid to hold on, to never let that laughter rest in the flesh. I'm tuning into the ghost of me, a frequency that shouldn't be. It's the sound of a child ringing clear and true, laughing at a joke nobody knew. Caught in the airwaves, bouncing off the moon, a lost transmission in the desert gloom. I'm tuning strongest version of myself when I feel so weak.
The sound of wind, the horizon stutters, slips like torn canvas, sand lifts around my ears, dust like smoke, the weight unbuckles from my chest. The ground is not a bed, it is a ceiling. I grab the twisted sage, the physics are wrong, the earth is letting go, feet tangle in the open air, a billion miles of nothing waiting there. I am falling upward into the inverted sky, like rain to the desert while the planets fly. Reverse gravity tether, holding root and bone together. If the wood should break, I'll drown in the stars, falling upward into the heavy light. Knuckles white against the bark, looking down at the cold moon. A silver coin I cannot hold. Keys rain up from my pocket, silence drinks them. This sagebrush has a root deep in the stone, straining against the galaxy. The logic is gone, the soil is the roof. I am the question, the void is the proof. Kicking at the empty night, suspended by fear. I am falling upward into the inverted sky, clinging to the desert while the planets fly. Reverse gravity tether, holding root and bone together. If the wood should break, I'll drown in the stars, falling upward into the heavy light. It is a seduction. The black expanse is calling my name. It whispers that gravity was just a chain. I look at my hands, I look at the root, I look at the abyss yawning wide below my boots. Is it terror? Or is it the ultimate calm? Blood rush into my head, hovering on the brink. The wood creaks, the earth is a desperate mother, refusing to set me free. But the diamonds down in the black, they promise peace. Beauty
spin of the room, letting the centrifugal force press my heavy. Gravity is pulling at the corners of my mouth, dragging down the things I thought I'd overgrown. These laden habits sewn into the lining of my coat, they feel like anchors when I'm trying to float. The room begins to tilt, a subtle shift of degrees. Soft purple fabric lines the walls, absorbing my unease. I am standing on the axis, the pivot point of fear, waiting for the physics to make the pathway clear. The momentum builds a hum beneath the floor. I'm not walking out the way I entered through the door. Round and round, the blur begins to form. I'm the quiet center, I am the silence in the storm. The force applies, the pressure starts to rise, unlocking all the heavy truths hidden behind my eyes. Spin the velvet centrifuge, turn the world around, lift my feet until they never have to touch the ground. Press the darkness to the edges, pin it to the wall, let the centrifugal force make sense of it all. I surrender to the motion, I give in to the spin, pushing out the heavy, keeping the light within. All this dizzying clarity washing over me, separating who I was from who I'm meant to be. It's moving faster now, the features on the wall are gone. Just a streak of violet light to rest my eyes upon. I feel the density changing in my veins like heavy water, flushing out the stains, the sediment of years. The silt of old regret is dragged away by forces that I haven't mastered yet. It's physics of the soul, a violent gentle sift, sorting out the burden from the gift. I watch the heavy elements drift to the periphery, while the vapor of my spirit rises wild and free. Everything solid is pinned against the velvet frame, leaving nothing in the middle but a feeling with no name. Round and round, the blur becomes a shield. I am the harvest standing in the center of the field. The force applies, the pressure starts to peak, giving a voice to the parts of me too tired to speak. Spin the velvet centrifuge, turn the world around, lift my feet until they never have to touch the ground. Press the darkness to the edges, pin it to the wall, let the centrifugal force make sense of it all. I surrender to the motion, I give in to the spin, pushing out the heavy, keeping the light within. All this dizzy clarity washing over me, separating who I was from who I'm meant to be. We are approaching, separate, insane velocity. The good with the shadow tears away from the body. I can feel the split, the tearing of the seam, waking up inside the center of the dream. Hold on to the axis, don't look at the blur, focus on the stillness, the quiet, the pure. Peace is not the absence of motion. Nonchalant, let the chaos orbit, let the revolution begin. Now the walls are miles away, or so it seems to me. I am floating in the vacuum of this new geography. The letters left my pockets, the stones have left my chest, flung into the corners where the heavy things rest. I look around and all I see is luminance and air. The velvet caught the wreckage, stripped the spirit bare. I'm light enough to hover, I'm light enough to stay, suspended in the moment before it fades away. These clips begin to organize themselves. Only data. There is no melody yet. Only data. We hear the literal. We hear the literal sana. We hear the literal sana. We hear the literal sun. We hear the literal. We hear the city is a ghost now. I drove until the signals died, until the grid dissolved into grey, and there is only the hum of the heat and the waiting. Rising off the grey, I leave the concrete miles. The static starts to fray, stripping down the piles. Grains of silicon stone shifting in the heat. I leave the heavy world I've known to find a slower beat. Synchronization.
Metallic shadows fade away, the panic starts to rust. I'm waking up to thicker clay, surrendering to dust. The noise is filtering out, layers off the skin, eroding every doubt. The desert pulls me in. My blood is slowing down, replacing iron with gold, replacing water with sin. The clock stops, the sun holds its breath. Breath is compass now. North is where the lungs open. South is where the ego dies. I had to break the walls to hear the wind. I breathe the dust, I become the space. The sun is short, the shadows die. I breathe the dust, I become the space. I become the space. I become the space. I become the sand. I become the grave. I used to clench my jaw against the grip. I used to turn my back to the horizon when the sky turned that bruised shade of violet. Armor up, close the shutters, protect the soft interior from the abrasion of the world. But tonight the pressure drops and my resistance drops. With it I am standing still in the center of the wash. The silence before the gale is heavy, pressing against my temples. I make the choice to unlatch the gate. I part my lips, not to speak, but to welcome the invasion. Here it comes, the first rush of dry air. It tastes like ancient stone and ozone. I do not hold my breath, I do not brace for impact. I become the doorway, I become the passage. My
anatomy is no longer a fortress. It is a tunnel. Oh, in tunnel throat, let the gale pass through. I am emptying out the heavy things I knew. Don't fight the erosion, let the scrubbing start. Let the wind carve a canyon in the center of the heart. I open my mouth to the desert storm, to lose the shape of the human form, and find the music hidden in the space between. A sound so pure it washes the spirit clean. Of the air against the lining of my lungs, stripping away the words I planned to say, scouring the lies off my tongue until only the raw nerve remains. I can feel the vibration in my sternum, not my own voice but the physics of the storm resonating in the cavity of my chest. I am being carved out, whittled down, the unnecessary parts are blowing away downwind, leaving only the structure, only the frame. Oh, the rattle of the rib cage, the hum of the spine. I am losing the border between yours and mine. The air rushes in, the air rushes out, erasing the shadow, erasing the doubt. My skeleton vibrates, a tuning fork struck by the hand of the god of storms. Let the song pass through. I am vibrating with the frequency brand new. Don't fight the resonance, let the humming start. Filling up, carve a canyon in the center of the heart. I open my mouth to the desert storm, to lose the shape of the human form. I am the music hidden in the space between, a sound so pure it washes the spirit clean. They say you have to learn to sing, but I am learning to be sung. I am stopping the effort, I am the alien harp constructed of calcium and surrender. The wind hits the strings of my open ribcage, and suddenly there is a melody I never learned, a sound I never made. It screams, it whistles, it harmonizes with the dust. I am the instrument, I am the vessel, I am the singing dust.
walking where the dunes collide, with shadows have nowhere left to hide, kneeling in the cooling grain to bury the phantom pain. Digging deep where the secrets sleep, lay it down, cover the crest, let it glow, let it glow. The ground shakes, not a grave, but a break, a fracture in the heavy black. It breaks to breathe, not stone, but seed, burning quiet, freed. Thought it was the end, just the start. Watching the sand shift, patterns unfold from the crack in the heavy black. No way to take it back. The burden dissolves into the midnight air. I buried a rock, but I watched it grow. Sand shifts, time stops, pressure drops. Unfolding, unfolding. A fracture in the heavy black. It breaks to begin, it breaks to begin. I let it die, I let it burst, quenching the thirst, not a stone, but a root uncurled, pushing life into the world. The way we bear becomes the root we need, silencing. The way we bear becomes the root we need. Watch it rise. I buried the shadow and it learned to breathe. Spiral out, deeper, deeper.
look down at my hands in the half-light of the room. The shadows are heavy, but my skin is humming. Starts at the wrist, a faint phosphorescence beneath the surface where the glass cut me years ago. Where I fell on the pavement in the city that broke me. It's not red anymore, it's glowing. A soft electric blue pulsing against the dark. I traced the line with my thumb and travels up the forum, branching out like a river delta or a transit system. I thought these were just marks of where I failed to breathe a crash. But tonight the frequency changes. Tonight I see the schematic. I was running in circles, or so I thought. Running from the silence, running from the thought. Every dead end I hit, every wall I couldn't climb. Every time I stepped, this is the wrong way. I was just jarring the circuit, I was just making the track. This is a luminous vein cartography, a map written in the electric memory of skin. I see the cryptonics, I see the roots emerging from within. Every scar is a station of light, but the wrong turn was a necessary start. On a flight I wasn't lost, I was just navigating the night. Navigating the night. Station of light. Pick at the shoulder, I take a line from my winner of 09. I thought that was where I lost my nerve. Now it shines like a neon meridian, the main line, connecting the heart to the hand and the burn on the finger, the bridge I burn. It's a transfer point now. I see the logic of the labyrinth. If I hadn't tripped there, I wouldn't have caught this train here. If I hadn't broken down at that intersection, I would have missed the signal. The biology of grace, it's not erased, it's illuminated. Every stumble was a coordinate. I was cursing the darkness while my body was drawing a map. Every dead end I hit was guiding me back into the gap. I'm the transit. This is a luminous vein cartography, a map written in the circuit of skin. Finally the grid connects, I understand where I've been. Every scar is a station of light. Every wrong turn was a necessary stop. On a flight I wasn't lost, I was just lighting the way home. Lighting the way home. Station light. Left turn, right turn, breakdown, breakthrough. It was all a root hole. Stumble, fall, shared a mend. It was all a root hole. Protecting line, a broken sign. It was all a root hole. My damage, just a transit system for my life. My damage is just a transit system for my life. earth upon the surface. The skin is hard and cold. I stand against the gale. Jagged lines in the dark, crystals forming slow, waiting for a breath. The sound of my own ghost singing back to me, ancient and deep. I built this wall and now I stay. Light hits the edges, a million tiny suns, turning fear into gold, dust floating in the beam. The armor is now my eye detection. Solid light, resonant and safe, the structure holds. Places where I heal. I am the space inside, breathing with the room. The storm is distant now, quiet stone.